Hello, Dan and Nikki. What ho? What ho?
Hi.
And it is Sunday evening. I am eating a bowl of ice cream. I get it in 3-gallon containers from Zabelle's, which Dan, you'll know Zabelle's because you've been there with me. Nikki, it's a food, like a commercial food and restaurant supply place. So anyway, it's Sunday evening, and I recently got done swimming. Big surprise. The water, I think I said, did I make a video already and talk about? I think I did. That the water Thursday evening after swimming was 71 degrees, excuse me. Not 80 yet, but it will be soon. 71 degrees, and it was excellent. So tonight, though, we had 13 people out. It was a great turnout. Several new people, at least new this year, and the water was back down. Unfortunately, due to the storms we had, back down to. There we go. Back down to 62.9. So I swam without a wetsuit again. 62 degrees is usually my cutoff point, and it's it rated for coldness, without a wetsuit coldness. It rated about an 8.2 on the nipple hardness scale, which is how I rate how cold the water is. So, but it was pretty cold. But like I said, we had 13 people out, people going all different directions swimming. It was really great. Preston also had soccer practice at the same park tonight from 6 to 7:30. That would be Preston. So when I got done with practice, with swimming, my intention was, of course, to make videos. Instead, I ended up talking and then calling my folks. I hadn't talked to them for a while. So, but a funny thing happened on the way to the park. No, actually, I was there talking to my mom. It was about 7 o'clock. Practice got done at 7:30, and this old, nasty, dirty Buick pulls in. And I'm thinking, that looks like our Buick. About 15 minutes later, I see Duncan walking behind the soccer goal, and I get out, and it's like, what are you doing here? And he said, well, I'm picking up Ben and Brady from practice. It's like, well, I mean Andrew and Brady. Well, I know who Andrew is. Who the hell's Brady? And didn't you know I was going to be here? And at that point, I said, you know what? Never mind. The universe functions just fine without me trying to control it. So you obviously have a plan. You're seeing this plan through to fruition, and I don't even need to know the details of it. That's what's so great about America. One of the things. There's 3 things, but you can only handle one at a time. So, what we going to say? Can you guys, hey, Michael, go off the computer, let these dogs out, please. And so, I mean, it's just, I guess, life in a small town, right? So my 17-year-old son is there to pick up 2 kids who are not related to him. I don't know why. I never did find out. So the world is indeed a mystery. So anyway, Nikki, I think there's a video of yours I haven't watched, because I was watching Dan's latest video today, and he was responding to some things that I don't think I knew. I don't know. Maybe I watched it so long ago, my brain's mushy. But I'm going to have to go back and watch your videos, which of course I do. I actually, I burn each of your videos onto its own DVD, and I have it in my my special library, which I watch in almost cult-like
Fashion?
Yeah, fashion. There we go.
Almost cult-like fashion.
Yeah, cult-like fashion. So, So I actually, what I wanted to tell you about a little more about the weather. So you saw the tree that was down. We've gotten a lot of rain and a lot of thunderstorms. It was awesome. I almost got out of bed this morning to make a video at 5:30. It wasn't even light yet of the thunderstorm. It started about 5:15, and it was absolutely hellacious with the lightning, followed immediately by the thunder. Followed 30 minutes later by, it sounded like probably 7 or 8, siren vehicles, ambulances, police cars, fire trucks.
No.
It was amazing. It was great. But, I mean, the lightning and the thunder went on for like a half an hour. But, Dan, do you remember for our birthday party, the 2 gifts that we got? Did you see them the next day that they were the things that you'd put in your garden? And they were on a thin post. Nikki, I'm describing this to you too. On a thin steel post. About halfway up, there was a small solar panel.
Should I go get it from outside?
No, but yeah, big around, small solar panel. And then on the top of it was a some sort of small animal shaped out of lucite. So it was opaque. Opaque? You could see through it? Is that what I'm trying to say? Anyway, made of lucite. And then inside of the lucite were some LEDs, different colored LEDs. And so when it's on, so what happens is when it's light out, it charges, and then it has a light detector. So when there's no light, then it comes on. And what it does is it's almost like a night light. It just rotates through these different colored lights, lighting up the whole lucite. And they're shaped like little animals. So I've got a frog one, and Beth's got a hummingbird? Yeah. Beth's is a hummingbird. So I keep mine right by my bed so that I charge it when I have my bedroom, my bedside lamp on. And then when I turn it off, I love to watch it glow and rotate through its colors as I go to sleep. But Beth put hers right outside of our window. And we, Nikki, our bedroom is in like a daylight basement, a half basement, so that obviously half of the wall is above ground. We have south-facing windows all along our bedroom wall. And so Beth put the hummingbird right outside of our window. And of course, usually by the time the sun goes down, it'll light up and oscillate, for a couple hours or an hour, and then it stops. But what was really cool is every time the lightning flashed, it charged that solar cell enough that hummingbird would light up. It would almost be like the lightning would flash, and then the hummingbird would answer with this little light. And the lightning would flash, and the hummingbird would answer. And this went on for like 40 minutes. It was it was so cool, laying in bed, and you had the rain falling, and you had the lightning flashing, and the hummingbird answering, and just laying there in bed and listening to it. It was great.
$10.
Do you know where it is?
Yeah.
So.
My backpack.
Yeah, it was nice. Anyway, so on to your videos. Again, Nikki, I have to think of something to respond to because like I said, I'm not sure I've watched your latest one. And I had meant to go back and watch them all today and make an actual coordinated response, but then I got caught up in doing all the finances for the business and home, which I had not done last week. I usually do it usually Saturday, and I didn't do it last week because Dan, you were here visiting, and so it's been 2 weeks, and so it's just not twice as much work, but half again as much work, and so I was busy doing that, and then anyway, I didn't get to it, so I'm sorry for that. But it was like I said, it was just so Dan, I'm thinking about your video that I just watched today. I think you put it up. Did you put it up yesterday? It was said 5:4. Did you put it up 2 days ago? Maybe so. Of course, you talked about the LA Galaxy, and so here's what I'm going to do. Nikki, we're right about 10 minutes right now. I'm going to talk about soccer for 2 minutes, so go ahead and just fast forward to the 12-minute mark right now. Okay. So you talked about the LA Galaxy and that goal, and and again, and the same thing with that Saturday match. Oh my gosh, it looked like they just couldn't. It's like they were all having a sugar low at the same time. You know what I mean? Nobody was marking, and nobody was really seemed to be hustling to the ball. I mean, the passes were really sloppy, and even Beckham, he would get that ball just shy of midfield, and rather than keeping on the ground, he would send up these long looping passes, usually up the middle, and 95% of them came to naught. I'm not sure. I mean, it just seemed like, I call it, pulling a Burbage. You collect the ball out of your end, you dribble up until you're, 20 yards from midfield, and you boot the ball up the middle and hope for the best. I mean, it just, maybe it was part of some grand plan, but I didn't see it. So, but the other thing, Dan, is I can't get over the fact that they take so many shots from 25 to 40 yards out. I mean, I'm just amazed at how many shots they take from that distance. And yeah, some of them occasionally go in, but I don't know. So, okay. That's it for soccer talk. 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1, and welcome back, Nikki. So, can I talk swimming really quick? A little bit of swimming? Because it reminded me, I did this set of this workout I coached Saturday morning this week. And what I had is I had them do 3 sets of 7 by 100. So they had 7 100-yard intervals to swim, and they swam them on 1:45, and then the second set of 7 they swam it on 1:40, and then the third set they swam it on 1:35. And one thing I was focusing on them with is this is what it feels like to do triathlon. You just have to, it's going to hurt. You got to let your eyes roll back in your head, and you just have to keep your stroke long, keep your breathing regular, and keep your kick consistent. And it was actually a lot of fun. I love it because I got to yell a lot. And whenever I know, after a workout, if my voice is starting to go, then I know it was a good workout. So, Dan, your video, your glasses. I'm going to have to look at you again with those on. They are a very distinctive look on you, especially because they offset the fullness of your beard. You know what I mean? Because, I am, a lack beard, but yours is full. So what it does is it makes whereas the bottom of my face comes down, your face kind of is full, and it's full. You got man hair on your face, and so the glasses do a very interesting thing. I mean, these are big, but those are almost as big as the ones that we had way back when, and they're black. Are they black, or are they just dark green or dark? Anyway, they're dark. So they give you a bit of a Harry Potter look. So we've taken to calling you Danny Potter here at the Halleck household. So I think you're going to be a big hit when you go to the UK. So also, that was your glasses. But like anything else, you wear them enough, and they'll just become you. The song, somebody that I used to know, both you guys, Galen has been listening to it a lot, and so I just played your version of it, and I have to tell you, I like your version better. Actually, I like your version a lot better. I think both of your voices are, I mean, they're really good. They're really good in this song. And I don't know, I actually prefer it over, is it Gautier? Gautier's version. You know, I like the music video. I mean, Kimbra's naked body being painted, that's it's definitely a draw. But
Hello?
what? Oh no, I was putting on a role. I'm just acting. So anyway, not a draw for me, you understand, but a draw from my adolescent son. I could care less. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah.
Where
The
Relax.
I would like to hear you guys do more together.
Marshall, there are. Every
Um,
word that you ask, you have a template.
And then I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about that song. I'm listening to it, and
I have poisoned every single one of them.
you know, I'm listening to
Head down.
your voice,
Different area?
and I mean, I know the instrumentation was relatively simple, but honestly, what does Gautier have that you don't? I mean, there's nothing overly talented about that song.
Head down.
That's not what I meant. There's nothing. That's not what I'm trying to say. There's nothing that's the talent of that song is well within the scope of what you do on a regular basis. Good. And I don't know. I think you could be a rock star. I think if you stop using words like semiotics in your songs, you would make them more accessible to the general populace. So I'm just saying. I'm not a fan. Because you got some, I don't know what it is you did about that song, but it sounded,
I could, but
with your studio at home, you made it sound really professional. So I'm actually going to add that to the music playlist at Mugby, and we're going to go to Gautier's version because yours is way better. So let's see, what else did you talk about in your video? Well, I can't think of anything. Oh, you guys, in 10 days, 9 days, we close on the sale of the business. On the 15th, we're signing paperwork. It will be a fait accompli. Hey Beth, how do you say money in French?
Depends on in what term. L'argent, maybe?
What?
L'Argent. L'argent.
Oh, I didn't know l'argent. Did you know that l'argent, as in Steve Largent, l'argent means, what does that mean literally, money?
I think it's more of the coinage money.
Coinage money. So anyway, it'll be a coup de l'argent.
No.
Okay, Mom.
Coup d'argent. So anyway, it'll be done on the 15th, so I'm very excited about that.
Mom, happy
Yes, it does.
No, it
It gets
doesn't.
them out of your skin and it smooths your skin out.
Okay, that's all I got. I'm still dead.